Hey guys, this is AlSourceman6235 here, and I'm going to tell you guys how to identify and avoid Goanimate kids, a dangerous species that showed up in the mid-2000s on the internet, and they are just hard to be around in general. There are multiple types of them, and we'll be talking about the majority that I know about, what they stand for, and just good ways to avoid them. We're going to start off by showing this. This is a good way to tell how to basically figure out if a person is one or not by looking at what they are. Usually, a Goanimate kid will, to tell how they write is if all words start with a capital letter and they don't usually use quotations or, I don't know, periods or something. They usually comprise of, they're usually either 5-year-old children from ages to 5 years old and up, and autistic, retarded adults, just really retarded adults, such as Frankie being around 22 years old and acting like a total retard. Anyway, so you have to start here. There is the obvious, there is guy, what they like, the fan/hater, okay? So we have a fake name I created here. This is Andrew the Pokemon Fan 22/hater. It could be hater, which with the example, Frankie being a hater of basically everything. So usually have incredibly long names like this. Whenever they're on there, you can probably half the name will be gone. It'll be replaced with like tiny little dots because the whole thing can't render, because YouTube can't render the whole name. If you see a username like this, usually just don't interact with that person whatsoever, because they're incredibly dangerous and just annoying, just unwell, bad people to be around. And as well as their groups. We'll start off with FVOPD, aka the Fake VHS Police Department. Basically, these guys are against fake VHS opening videos. I don't know either. So like, you know, well guys, look, I'm gonna open up this VHS. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, that pisses them off. They're very weird creatures. I don't know. And then you have YFGA, aka the YouTube Farm Gang Army. Basically, these guys are against just huge YouTubers such as Markiplier and Mr. Beast. They're always trying to find ways to take down these YouTubers and expose them, which most of the time they're just lying, so just ignore them. And then next you have TP and G, Troll Punishment Ninja Gear. They're basically people against trolling. They're most of the time they act like retards in the comment section and mass report you. So whatever you do, don't get their attention. And if one of them comments in your comment section, either keep it and just ignore it, or just delete it entirely so that no one else starts anything with them, because they are dangerous to be around. They are known for spamming in the comments, like as sometimes it happened to me before. You know, it's happened to me. So yeah. Next you have this one's a little problematic. I hope I don't have to censor it. KKTK, aka the Ku Klux Trolling Clan. Basically it's literally just a bunch of edgy trolls online who like to mess with people. Very problematic, and all these other people usually like to avoid them. I might have to edit it out or something. Next you have this weird one, TNDTC, which are the Hellfire Demon Trolling Corporation. These guys are, I don't know, I guess they seem to just be more weird trolls that are just people who don't have lives. Next you have VGCP, which is Video Game Cartoon Police. Basically they just get onto you if you're making videos about this stuff and doing it wrong or something. Just more problematic, annoying people to be around. And you have EDCP/NDCP, which is everyday, which is this part. And this part is Night Day Cartoon Police. Basically the same thing as the other one, just getting onto people for no reason. And usually, if you see an A in this in some of these, it usually means anti. If there's like an A, that's like after one of these things. And here's the last one. This is the one I've dealt with multiple times, usually being with an individual named Ruby, if I remember correctly. I think. I don't know. ATTP. YouTube trolling police. Yes, YouTube is spelled different for some weird reason. They just have to be that way. I've dealt with them. They mostly because they thought I was a troll when I was just a guy with common sense. I'm not retarded. So yeah. Anyway, those are just some tips to avoid these creatures at all costs. They're very dangerous, very annoying, and once you get their attention, it's almost impossible to get them to leave. It took me about 9 months to get them to leave me alone. Just, you know, any of them in general. Very, very much losers. These guys with no lives. Anyway, just be careful. Try to avoid them at all costs. And, yeah.